the graduation after the event to all families. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Dunecrest American School graduation ceremony for the class of 2025. Our names are Alice and Senzo, and we will be the master of ceremonies for the evening. Please rise now and join us in the welcoming of the educators of Dunecrest American School into the auditorium.
Please remain standing and join me in now welcoming our student candidates for graduation.
Please may you remain standing for the playing of the UAE National Anthem.
عاش اتحاد
please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podium Mustafa Bud, who will recite from the Holy Quran. Upon completion of the recitation, you are kindly asked to please refrain from clapping.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله وقالوا سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير. لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. آمنت بالله صدق الله العظيم.
Thank you, Mustafa. Thank you all for joining us here this evening to celebrate the accomplishments of this graduating class. It is a pleasure to have you all in attendance with us here tonight, and welcome to those who are joining us through our live feed. It is with great pleasure that we are here for Dunkrest's 5th graduation ceremony. We would like to take this opportunity to thank ESOL Education for their continued support in making this event possible.
To the graduates, please enjoy this evening of celebration that you have all worked so hard for, but please remember the actual work is only about to begin. Best of luck to you all in your future endeavors, and we hope that you all look back on the time you spent at Dunkrest fondly. Please be sure to visit us often to share with us all of your amazing news and accomplishments. At this time, we would like to welcome to the stage Mr. Jeff Smith, the director of Dunkrest American School.
Distinguished guests, board members, parents, teachers, and of course our graduating class of 2025. It gives me great pleasure as the director to open the proceedings this evening. To the board members, thank you for all the work you do in supporting and guiding our school throughout the academic year. To our graduating students, you look good. Very smart. Tonight we are celebrating and recognizing your achievements, but also looking to the future. I'm sure that'll be mentioned. It's the end of one long journey, but it's the start of the next exciting journey. Very, very exciting times ahead. Now, I don't want you to take this the wrong way, students, but I hope you've struggled. I know you've enjoyed education, you've had lots of friendship and gained lots of friends, but you will have experienced some tough challenges along the way. You will have experienced sorrow and joy. You will have experienced some disappointments. And hopefully, you'll have moved out of your comfort zone. And if you have experienced all those things, all the above, you have earned the recognition bestowed upon you this evening. As a school, we make no apologies for challenging you. The path of least resistance rarely leads to success. Now, your teachers have pestered you. They've moaned at you and me. They've encouraged you. You poor things. That is because they care about you. And your parents have pestered you and asked you about hand-in dates for assignments. Again, that's because they love you and they want you to do well. In David McNally's book, Even Eagles Need a Push, it refers to the golden eagle, the emblem of the school. Strong, majestic, and the most skillful hunter. Mother eagle builds her nest high on the cliffs for protection for her young. In her innate wisdom, she knows the only way that her fledglings will live to be strong is to master the art of flying. At some stage, she gently pushes them from the nest to the edge of the cliff. This is her final act of love. But one by one, she pushes them over the cliff edge to the risk of death or to let them fly and soar to new heights. Now, I'm not suggesting we're going to be that drastic, and your parents would be that drastic. But there is something your parents will be familiar with, and that is the term children flying the nest. When your children leave home to go to college or leave the family home to work or to marry. As a parent, and I've had 3 who have done it, it's a horrible feeling, and it takes a long time to get used to that feeling, but it must be done. You are those fledglings ready to soar and make your own mark on this wonderful world. Now, I'm going to take this opportunity to thank a few people on your behalf, and I know that you will do in your speeches. The secondary management team for organising the event and the graduation breakfast led by Mr. Carter, Mr. Trottier. And Zaina for her expertise in counselling, supporting you with your university applications. Your American Diploma and IB subject teachers, theory of knowledge teachers, extended essay coordinators, all those extra things that teachers do on top of their normal role in school. The staff who over the years have escorted you on trips, the sports coaches. Sincere thanks for their hard work and dedication. Please join me in giving them a round of applause. But also thank you to the admin and support staff, what I term as being the engine room of the school. At an event like this, things would not happen without Mr. Iman and his team's input. So thank you to all the support staff at Dunecrest. To keep it short, my parting message to you is simple. I've learnt a few things myself along the way, and I've said this to many students. The first thing is, never stop learning. You must carry that on forever. Be prepared to embrace change. You might not be aware, but the most common thing in life and throughout history is change. So it is going to happen, and you must embrace it, and it will continue to happen. Learn from others, but most of all, respect everybody, because in my world, and I hope in your world, everybody is equal. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Try to use them in that proportion. Listen to others. Some of you will be leaders, and leadership is not about being in charge. It's about taking care of those in your charge. Your qualities as a leader are directly proportional to the number of people you help make successful in life. Put your phone down. That's a new one. It's gone on the list over the last few years. Put your phone down. Open your eyes to the world around you. And most importantly, follow your passions. Graduating students, as a school, we don't aim to mold you in what we want you to be. We simply start to unwrap what is within you. Thank you, and good luck for the future.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. We would now like to welcome to the stage Mr. Curtis Trottier, the Secondary Assistant Principal, to present the awards for this year's Salutatorian and Valedictorian on behalf of Mr. Barrett, our IBDP coordinator, who is unfortunately ill and is unable to be here this evening.
It is my honor to recognize this evening's salutatorian and valedictorian for the class of 2025. These students have demonstrated outstanding academic achievement during their 4 years of high school. Please welcome to the stage the Dooncrest salutatorian for the class of 2025, Donna Hasuna.
Good evening, everyone, friends, families, teachers, staff, and most importantly, class of 2025. When I moved to Dubai in 10th grade, I didn't know what I'd find here. I just knew I was starting over in a new city, at a new school, with new people who didn't know anything about me. Today, I leave this school with friends that feel more like family, who I cannot imagine my life without. Memories I'll carry with me forever, and a version of myself I never would have become without them. In what feels like both a blur and a lifetime, we went from trying to figure out which hallway led where to standing on this stage, on the line between everything we've been and everything we're about to become. Only this time, we won't have teachers reminding us of deadlines or parents hovering just in case we fall. The truth is, though, they've already done the hardest part. They spent the past 18 years teaching us how to stand up on our own. From this moment forward, we'll discover what more is out there for us, take on new challenges, and make new mistakes, all as a way of growing and living our lives to the fullest, by becoming the people that we once dreamed of being when we were younger. To the class of 25, I genuinely hope life gives you everything you're working toward, and I really believe it will, because I've seen the effort and the strength in this room, and I know you'll all do something amazing in life. This night is about us graduates and everything it took to get here. Every late night, every breakdown over exams, every Red Bull, and all the little victories we forget to celebrate because we were already worrying about the next thing. This made us age like 5 years instead of 2. But tonight, we finally pause and we celebrate. Now, I know most of us, myself included, have said at some point, I can't wait to graduate. And I'm sure some people still feel that way right now, and fair enough. But somewhere along the way, in between deadlines and decisions and countdowns, we stopped noticing how quickly it was all going. We didn't always take it in, and we won't get these moments back. We didn't get here alone, of course. We were lifted up by a whole community, by teachers who saw potential in us before we saw it in ourselves, by mentors who guided us with patience, by the people who worked behind the scenes to keep our school running every day, and by our families who cheered us on even when we doubted ourselves. Thank you to each one of you. Thank you to the teachers who challenged us and to the ones who gave us second chances we didn't earn. Thank you for putting up with us, truly. We know our grade tested your patience. You guys remind us of it more times than we can count. Thank you for pretending that us disappearing from class for 20 minutes was totally normal, for ignoring the excessive bathroom breaks, the mysteriously long hallway detours, and the life rants some of us unloaded onto you, even though you didn't ask and you probably don't care. Thank you as well for not saying anything when we walk in late for the 5th time that week. Your patience, your encouragement, and even your tough love helped shape who we are walking out of here today. So thank you from all of us, not just for teaching, but for dealing with us, our panic, and our procrastination. To all the parents here as well, thank you. Thank you for every ride, every pep talk, every moment you stood by us. Even when we were too stressed to say thank you properly, thank you for the sacrifices, the love, the constant support, even when we acted like we didn't need it. We did, and we still do. Now, sorry to everyone who doesn't speak Arabic, but my mom looks really lost right now. ماما حابة أقول لك شكرا على كل إشي، شكرا على صبرك، على حبك، ودايما كنتي معي. وبابا أنت تعبت كتير عشاننا، بتشتغل ليل ونهار وبتتحمل كل إشي عشان توفر لنا حياة أحسن. شكرا إنك دايما كنت قوي وبحبكم كتير. وطبعا لكل الأهالي شكرا كتير إلكم، لو بدونكم ما كنا وصلنا لهون اليوم. And to my sisters Dina and Layan, and of course my little brother Muhammad, thank you for showing me what it means to work hard, dream big, and never give up, and for being the inspiration behind my own journey toward becoming a future doctor. Medicine is something I've always been pulled toward, not because of the money or because it sounds impressive, even though that's definitely some of the benefits, but because I truly want to be useful. I want to help, heal, and make something better in a world that so often feels like it's falling apart. I know how lucky I am, especially have parents who both dreamed of studying medicine, but couldn't because of the situation back home. And now they've given me the chance to follow that same dream, somewhere safe and somewhere good. Thank you isn't enough, and that's something I will never take for granted. Right now, as we sit here in this hall, celebrating our futures, there are children in countries of conflict who can't even dream of school, whose classrooms have been turned into rubble, who don't get to write speeches like this or imagine what university they'll attend. And so I say this with a heavy but grateful heart, we are incredibly lucky. As a Palestinian from Gaza, this moment feels bigger than just a graduation. While we're here celebrating in caps and gowns, children back home, kids just like us, are being denied their basic human right to food, shelter, and education. Their futures are put on hold. I have learned that education, the thing we sometimes take for granted, is a privilege that not every child gets. And it is our responsibility as adults, teachers, class of 2025, and every class that follows to help right the wrongs in our world, to reach out to those in need, and to raise our voices for those who cannot speak for themselves. So tonight, I speak not just for myself, but for them too. This diploma is not just mine, it's for every child in Gaza who never got this chance. I carry them with me, and I carry the responsibility that comes with the privilege of being here. We don't always realize it in the moment, but being here is a privilege, all of it. Even the things we complain about, like being stressed for an exam or waiting for a university acceptance. That stress comes from opportunity, from having a future to work toward. That's not something everyone gets, and I think we owe it to ourselves and to the world to be a little more aware of just how lucky we are. And finally, to my friends and to this entire class, thank you for making these years unforgettable. Whether we were close or just crossed paths in class, I remember the memories we shared, the laughter, the stress, and the way we all somehow held each other up. This year was hectic. We were all busy, college stuff, schoolwork, life in general, and everyone kind of had their head down just trying to get through it. But then there were those moments like Senior Sunset Fun Day and the weekly outings that our parents dreaded, but we were actually just together. And in those moments, I realized, oh yeah, we're all going through this at the same time. We're all just trying to figure it out, and being around people who get that, who are feeling the same pressure, the same uncertainty, made everything feel a little less heavy. It made me stop for a second and actually enjoy it, and I think that's what I'll remember the most. Not just the big stuff, but those small breaks and outings where it felt like for once we were all in the same place at the same time. We're heading in so many different directions now, new countries, new universities, new lives. Some of us will cry on the first night, some of us won't look back, but no matter where we go, may we carry the best parts of each other and this place with us. And I hope you all are truly happy with how far you have come. I wish you all the best. Good luck. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the Dunicrest Grade 9 Band, who will perform a special musical presentation of Photograph by Ed Sheeran.
Loving can hurt sometimes, but it's the only thing us feel alive. We keep this love in a photograph. We made these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, hearts are never broken, time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped jeans, holding me closer till our eyes meet. You won't ever be alone. Wait for me to come home. Loving can heal. Loving can mend your soul. And it's the only thing that I know. I swear it will get easier. Remember that with every piece of you, it is the only thing we take with us when we die. We keep this love in a photograph. We made these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, hearts are never broken, time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped jeans, holding me closer till our eyes meet. You won't ever be alone. And if you hurt me, that's okay, baby, only words bleed. Inside these pages you just hold me, and I won't ever let you go. Wait for me to come home. 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 Oh, you can fit me inside the necklace you got when you were 16. Next to your heart, be where I should be. Keep it deep within your soul. And if you hurt me, that's okay, baby, only words bleed. Inside these pages you just hold me, and I won't ever let you go. When I'm away, I will remember how you kissed me under the lamppost back on 6th Street, hearing you whisper through your phone. Wait for me to come home.
Thank you, grade 9 band, amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to welcome to the stage the Dunecrest Valedictorian for the class of 2025, Lean El Wali.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, faculty, family, and fellow graduates. My name is Lina Alwali, and I'm so thankful to be speaking on behalf of the Dunecrest American School class of 2025. Having been on this stage a few times over the past 3 years, I'll tell you that this is undoubtedly the moment I'm most honored to stand here for, and so thank you to this school's endless events in need of emceeing for giving me the very needed preparation. As someone who's never been great at staying quiet, I'll admit figuring out what to include in the speech wasn't easy. What can I put into words in roughly 10 or so minutes to encompass every emotion we've felt in the past 12 years of our lives? Of course, as anyone older than us would love to remind us, we've been in your shoes, we've experienced high school, we've even had it worse. While yes, high school itself might not change much from generation to generation, the truth is that no two people walk through it the same way. And that's exactly what makes this moment so special. If we all lived the same stories, what would we have to share, to laugh about, to learn from? It's these unique experiences that have woven us into the class sitting here today. No longer having any affiliation with Dunecrest American School, I can tell you my completely unbiased opinion. Coming here, I was hesitant. Mainly because maroon isn't really my color, but mostly because I'm not the biggest fan of change. However, 3 years later, I can truthfully say that despite my occasional complaints, I'm very grateful to have joined this school. It is here that I have had the honor of being taught by such wonderful teachers, where I have laughed and cried and yelled, where I have met my friends, my home away from home, the ones I hope to keep as I grow. On that note, now is as good a time as any to give a long overdue thank you to everyone who has helped us get to this point. First and foremost, to our parents. It is by their hands that we stand here today, receiving this education surrounded by love and support. They were the ones who helped us when we were too young to help ourselves, and they are the same ones who continue to help us as we face a future that can sometimes feel uncertain and overwhelming. Shukran Momo Baba for everything you do for me. Your love and support never go unnoticed. Thank you to my sisters for always listening to my high school drama, and my brother who I have been aimlessly blaming for all 77 of my tardies. An extra thank you to the senior moms for making this year a very memorable one, not only by the keepsakes, which we will keep throughout college, but throughout the events that have left us with enjoyable memories to look back on. Thank you to the teachers, the ones who got us here today, even though I know Mr. Quinn was tempted to hold us back just to keep us on some sports teams a little longer. For fear of forgetting someone, I'll try not to drop any more names, but we are eternally grateful for all that you do for us, both in and out of the classrooms. Thank you to the nurses who treated us tirelessly even when our only illness was being sick of class. Thank you to the cafeteria staff and Omar, who fed us with both food and stories. You really made our year. Thank you to the athletics department and our coaches who showed us the importance of a positive attitude and a good mindset before focusing on the actual rules of the game. Thank you to the NHS, the officers, members, and most importantly, Mr. Cruz and Ms. Z, who have quietly shaped us into ready-made leaders. To all the IB teachers and Mr. Barrett, who can't be here today, but I hope has gotten his much-needed rest after the trouble we've put him through in the past 2 years of IB, thank you. And finally, a big thank you to all our friends, past and present, the ones graduating with us and the ones we leave behind, those in this room and those forced to watch from behind a screen. You truly are the biggest gift. As we reach this milestone, we must all recognize the importance of patience. وَأَصْبِرُوا إِنَّ اللَّهَ مَعَ الصَّابِرِينَ. And be patient, Allah is indeed with the patient. Now let's be honest, patience may not have exactly been the class of 2025's strongest trait. We didn't have much patience waiting for Fridays. We didn't have much patience when asking teachers to upload grades. And we definitely didn't have much patience waiting for this day to come. Thankfully, our lack of patience was compensated for by the people around us. Our families who have patiently listened to the same stories, the same rants, the same "you won't believe what happened today" moments over and over again. Shout out to my parents who have witnessed endless complaints about the IB and many "what if I just drop out" threats. Your patience really is unimaginable. And of course, our teachers who have had the absolute pleasure, but also the biggest burden of dealing with our impatience, guiding us through every frustration, every late assignment, and every "I'll submit it by tonight, I swear." So today, as we celebrate this milestone, help me in applauding all the parents, families, and teachers who have modeled patience for us, who remind us that while we may not have mastered it yet, patience is what shapes us into stronger, better people. And as we stand here today, learning from all the moments of patience, we now turn towards what's ahead. People always say college is when your life truly begins. And while that may be true on some level, don't underestimate the beauty of these school days. They're here for a reason: to make mistakes, to learn, to grow. And while we're often reluctant to face change, the truth is that as high school graduates, things will never be the same again. Most of the people surrounding you on this stage won't be in your daily life 4 years from now, and that's okay. It's just a part of growing up. As we stand on the edge of this change, it's worth pausing to appreciate just how far we've come and how much we've been given. How lucky are we? What a privilege it is to even be able to complain about too much work. To the class of 2025, our future doctors, lawyers, engineers, and one too many businessmen, we must remember that we hold a responsibility. As a cohort so blessed to receive this kind of education, we cannot forget those who don't share the same opportunity. For the children around the world forced to grow up too early, for our home countries still carrying the weight of decisions made by generations before us, and for our future children who will one day live in the world we create. It is in our hands to ensure that we do better, that we honor our time on this earth by creating something lasting and meaningful. While this may be a large goal to achieve, I believe that without a doubt, we are more than capable of it. And with that, thank you everyone for your time, and congratulations to the class of 2025. It's been a pleasure to walk these halls with you.
Thank you, Lean. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podium Regional Director of ESOL Education, Mr. Bassam Abu Shakra.
Good evening. Parents, colleagues, honored guests, graduates, senior graduating class of 2025. I'd like to start by saying congratulations to you. With my role, I have to attend a lot of graduations, so this is actually my 4th graduation in the last 8 days. And I was in Egypt at at the American International School West Campus in Egypt 2 days ago, where there's 170 graduates. And because of that, these are always lively affairs with 1,500 people attending, and it was held outdoors on the soccer field. So I happened to look left as diplomas are being handed out, and there's a young lady waving to her parents who were sitting close to the front. And then she starts wanting to get her diploma, and I see that her father starts making a phone call. And I say, this is a weird time to make a call as your daughter is getting her diploma. And the minute she gets her diploma, we just hear poof, poof, and look up, and we were treated to a 2-minute professional fireworks show. So we put the show on hold, and that was, I'm not kidding, it was really interesting and very crazy. So parents, if you've brought fireworks, polytechnic, what are they called, pyrotechnics, please tell our security team before you do anything. Seniors, I just want to tell you, okay, I just happened to buy a new iPhone last week, and I realized that they're out with the 16 iPhone, and my last one was a 10. So I just Googled Apple and iPhone, and it turns out iPhones were born in 2007, which I think is the same year that most of you were born. Am I correct? Okay. I was 12 years old back then, so I didn't buy the iPhone. But I started looking, and it said that over the last 18 years, the value of Apple has increased by 40-fold because of the iPhone, and it's become the 2nd biggest company in the world, while the biggest is Microsoft, and their values increased by 20-fold. And both the founders of those companies, Steve Jobs and Bill Gates, are obviously brilliant technology people. And I said, wow, look what they've done for their company. And then I realized that Bill Gates had stepped down from the role of CEO 25 years ago, while Steve Jobs passed away, unfortunately, 15 years ago. So the reason that these companies are so successful is because these men were able to create a culture at each of these companies where there is entrepreneurship, innovation, risk-taking, collaboration, and that strong culture has maintained these companies. They've been able to hire the best people in technology, logistics, marketing. So the reason I'm talking about this is that culture of a place is something very, very important. And I will tell you that from day one, wherever you end up after college, that you have to embrace the culture, and actually just by your work ethic,
your interaction with colleagues, customers, what have you, you'll be influencing the culture. But just make sure that you're at the right spot. Here at Dunecrest, I'm happy that the culture amongst employees has been one where there's a lot of care for students, and I was happy to hear both Lean and Donna mention that. Donna, yes, sorry. Both are tough acts to follow, and both of those were great speeches, ladies, by the way. So there's a good caring for the students. There's a lot of collaboration, teamwork amongst the teachers, and there's a really strong drive for continued professional development, continued learning amongst the staff, and that's allowed Dunecrest to be a successful school. Applause for Dunecrest, please. Thank you. Yeah, okay. Now, when I say culture and some of the things that have happened here, I'd like to thank and congratulate my colleague, Mr. Jeff Smith, Dunecrest Director. I've had the pleasure of working with Jeff for 12 years at a previous ESOL education school and here. And here Jeff's been really a big driver of continuous professional development for teachers. He's put in systems for teacher appraisal, for student data analysis, and that has tremendously helped the academics here at Dunecrest. So Jeff, thank you very much for all you've done, and I hope you and your lovely wife Heather enjoy your semi-retirement in the UK. Okay. Lastly, seniors. Dunecrest is 7 years old. This is, as was mentioned, you're the fifth graduating class, but many of you I've known from before, and that you were at other ESOL schools. So if you were at a previous ESOL education school before Dunecrest, can you please stand up? Okay. If you were at that school for third grade or earlier, remain standing, or otherwise sit down, please. Everybody was there for third grade or earlier, okay. Who was there for KG? All of you. All right, wow, okay. Mariska, Reagan, Hala, Amir, sorry. Abdulfar, and I don't know the young lady there. I think Maria, yes, I do know. It was a joke, I know. All right. Well, thank you guys. Again, congratulations to all of you seniors. Congratulations to your families, and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Abu Shakra. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podium the Secondary Assistant Principal, Mr. Curtis Trotti.
Dunecrest American School opened its doors in August 2018, and the class of 2025 is the fifth graduating class. On behalf of ESOL Education and the secondary school leadership, I would like to honor those students who have been enrolled at Dunecrest since its inception. Graduates, please stand. Would the students who joined Dunecrest this year as grade 12 students please sit? Would the students who joined Dunecrest as grade 11 students please sit? Would the students who joined Dunecrest as grade 10 students please sit? Would the students who joined Dunecrest as grade 9 students please sit? Would the students who joined Dunecrest as grade 8 students please sit? Ladies and gentlemen, the students still standing are the graduates who have been enrolled at Dunecrest since its founding year in 2018. Please join me in recognizing Kalia, Reagan, Amir, and Mariska. Please be seated.
Next up, we have this evening's commencement speakers who were chosen by the graduates of the class of 2025. These two individuals have been integral members of our teaching staff and Dunecrest community since 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage high school English teacher and CAS coordinator, Ms. Susan Knorr, along with our high school social studies teacher and IBDP co-coordinator, Mr. Michael Glavanis.
Ms. Hill told me the most important thing to bring up to the podium is my tissues, so I'm ready. All right. Good evening to parents, colleagues, and the class of 2025. For a class that was often not able to agree on much, you all managed to agree on having us both as your graduation speakers. So we're here, your Dunecrest mama,
and Baba,
or good cop,
bad cop,
to address you one last time on this special night. I'm sure you'll appreciate the juxtaposition. Now, this may come as a surprise to some, but the class of 2025 has been a pretty challenging class. But throughout all the challenges you threw our way, you taught us a lot about how to navigate a multitude of personalities, situations, and needs. I admire your fearlessness, your willingness to make and learn from your mistakes. I hope this is a quality you will never lose. All along, you've kept it interesting, entertaining, and memorable. And as we are also graduating from Dunecrest this year, I hope the audience will indulge us as we share some of our memorable moments with this class.
My memories with you began in 2020 when I started the journey with many of you under COVID conditions. Masks and social distancing enforced and occasionally broken. That year I wondered what you were thinking behind the masks, trying to interpret and form relationships when all I could see were your eyes. Were Lath and Alexander glaring at me? Was I ever going to meet Omar in person? How many computer games were finished during distance learning? Who taught you to write essays? Did you even learn to write essays? What felt like a tough year ahead instead turned into an incredible journey that for some of us was 5 years in the making. Reagan's Christmas tree on Zoom, reminding me of home. You all slowly learning to do assignments the way I wanted, asking me for feedback and continually refining your work. You learned that I was not as scary as I seemed, and I learned that you were not as scary as you seemed.
Meanwhile, my journey with many of you began in grade 9 when I taught the entirety of the class. That was the year that I learned that we were not yet in a post-COVID world, as we all learned how to communicate again without a screen interface. But it wasn't all 8-ball pool and broken bean bags. There were many bright spots that year. Mariska sharing with me the latest book she'd been reading. Ian seemingly having the answer to every question because he could Google faster than anyone else. Ali and Amir taking presentation risks with mixed results. Mohammed Al-Chal tossing me a working whiteboard marker during my very first KHDA inspection, because while I had checked over my lesson plans many times, I hadn't bothered to make sure the whiteboard markers were working. Thanks, Mo. Hamoud unknowingly shouting out the correct answer to a question about Shakespeare, and in Spanish, no less. There were Romeo and Juliet scene adaptations that ranged from the tale of Romeo and Jalila to beach romances, fight scenes in IKEA, and Fortnite adaptations. The class of 25 is nothing if not creative and out of the box. And that's the thing about this class. You may constantly push boundaries, but it leads to interesting results. I believe and hope this impulse will serve you well in the future.
By grade 10, the class had grown and you were split into 3 groups and you all got a break from me.
New students joined us and in my opinion made you stronger as a group. I credit my English class that year with sparking the epic bromance between Adam and Nick. Aya providing karak to help us make it through Friday half-days, and Yasmin and Alex quietly taking in the chaos of it all, no doubt wondering how they had ended up here. We worked our way through Things Fall Apart with the help of some interpretive dances and our Africa expert, Kayur, who some students refer to as our own human chat GPT for always having a ready answer and an eloquent answer.
We met again in grade 11, some old faces and some new ones, a story of learnt acronyms. Mustafa, safe, what does MAIN stand for? And second chances, opportunities to show that you could do better and to realize that hard work is worth the results. Right, Abdallah? Chances to show through your research a passion for the world around you and an opportunity to showcase your learning. Of course, for some, that first period class was a challenge, and I hope you have learned to set an alarm. To Morgan and Fedja, my apologies for the trauma of note-taking. Connecting your notes really is a skill and one that hopefully stands you in good stead.
Grade 11 brought me even closer to the newbies, with the highlights of my year being heated discussions between Rashwan and Karam with sarcastic commentary from Faris or Abedi. Asir, Nazanin, and Jill finding their voices as persuasive speakers, and Ahmed Khalifa being philosophical through it all. There were lively debates about identity, feminism, and culture in class, and my constant request for my IB students to just do your CAS reflections. Except for you, Riria, thank you. Mariska and Aurora were the best reading buddies, while Lean and Dana brought the girl power to girl up. Grade 12 reunited me with Abdu, Zara, and Fahim, and I was happy to see how much you had grown and matured as people and as students. I was lucky to get to know Daniel and Hamza with their mischievous grins and their hearts of gold. My only regret is that I did not get to teach and make memories with every single one of you, but I loved our chats in the SLH where you showed me how funny, kind, and carefree you can all be.
In grade 12, I returned to the IB, teaching global politics and occasionally giving feedback in TOK. Sorry, Dana. I will especially remember Dominic's HR presentations, his arm movements that made me think he was fighting his next jiu-jitsu battle, confidently telling me about the war on drugs in Mexico. Four of you who I taught last in grade 9, Ian, Demir, Haller, and Amir, were now young adults. Seeing the start of your journey at Dunecrest and seeing who you are as you prepare for university is a testament to the last 4 years and your journey of growth. Some of you charged ahead with confidence, while for others you sought perfection, afraid of the mistakes you might make. Life will not always afford you this chance, and the sooner you realize how amazing you can be, the sooner you will learn to trust that you can do it. And if you falter, you will learn and get better. This last 5 years has taught me that.
And to Dunecrest, we want to thank you for embracing us these past 5 years and making us feel welcome from the start. The class of 2025 have been wonderful older brothers and sisters to our son Adam, greeting him when he would walk into my classroom after school and pulling him into discussions. We have been lucky to have spent Adam's formative years here, where he has flourished thanks to his teachers, his friends, and the many wonderful members of this community. We hope we have given you half of what you have given us.
There are so many small moments over the last 5 years that have created the bond that we feel for you, the class of 25. Too many to list here. Just know that we treasure them, whether good or bad, as that is what makes relationships. Throughout it all, what we remember is that you are kind, warm, and people we would call friends in another life, and that we are proud in each and every one of you.
To the parents, thank you for entrusting us with your children. It has been our privilege and our pleasure to be a small part of their journey. Your children give us hope that our son can live in a world where young people will grow into adults who make a positive impact. To the class of 2025, we hope you will stay in touch and that we get to hear about all the amazing things you will do. Best wishes to you all.
Thank you, Ms. Noor and Mr. Glavanis. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Secondary School Principal, Mr. Dylan Carter.
Students, please stand. Mr. Abu Shakra, Mr. Smith, as high school principal of Dunecrest American School, I certify that the candidates for graduation of the class of 2025 have met the requirements set forth by the Dunecrest Board of Directors, the Middle States Association of Colleges and Schools, the International Baccalaureate Organization, and the Knowledge and Human Development Authority of Dubai. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the graduates of the class of 2025. Students in the middle and back row, you may be seated. Students in the front row, please exit the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage High School Counselor of Dunecrest American School, Ms. Zaina Mugani, who will present the class of 2025.
Studying computer science at the American University of Beirut in Lebanon, Adam Abu Shara. Studying business administration at American University of Sharjah in the United Arab Emirates, Faris Ahmed. Planning to study economics at McMaster University in Canada, Hamza Al-Bawab. Graduating with honors, attending national military service, and planning to pursue his studies in mechanical engineering at Khalifa University in the United Arab Emirates, Muhammad Al-Fahim. A member of the National Honor Society, graduating with honors and studying a double major in legal studies and business organizations and society at New York University, Abu Dhabi, in the United Arab Emirates, Hala Ali. Graduating with honors and studying international business management at Heriot Watt University, Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates, Kalia Andous. Attending national military service and planning to pursue his studies in mechanical engineering at Khalifa University in the United Arab Emirates, Abdullah Atatra. Attending national military service and planning to pursue his studies in business administration at American University in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, Muhammad Atatra. Graduating with honors and studying electrical engineering at University of Wollongong, Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates, Mustafa Badr. Graduating with honors and studying business administration at American University in Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates, Dominic Carlton. Planning to study business analytics at Al Faisal University in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Aya Damati. Studying Global Business Management at Rochester Institute of Technology, Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates, Mohammed Al-Abeidi. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, a member of the National Honor Society, graduating with honors and studying computer science at Indiana University, Indianapolis, in the United States of America, Muhammad El-Shal. Planning to study mechanical engineering at American University of Sharjah in the United Arab Emirates, Ahmed Al Khalifa. Middle row, please stand. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, the President of the National Honor Society, graduating with honors and studying law at University of Bristol in the United Kingdom, Leen Al-Wali. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, a member of the National Honor Society, graduating with honors and planning to study medicine at KU Leuven in Belgium, Dana Hassouna. Studying business at Queensland University of Technology in Australia, Mahmoud Fayed. Graduating with honors and studying nursing at the University of Nevada, Reno, in the United States of America, Reagan Fuchik. Studying medicine at Gulf Medical University in the United Arab Emirates, Saif Hameda. Graduating with honors and studying medicine at Mohammed bin Rashid University of Medicine and Health Sciences in the United Arab Emirates, Omar Hiyasat. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and studying Hospitality Management at Les Roches, Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates, Aurora Izufai. Planning to study medicine at University of Cape Town in South Africa, Morgan Joseph. Graduating with honors and studying pre-medicine biology at American University of Sharjah in the United Arab Emirates, Amir Kahale. Studying a foundation in engineering at the University of Manchester in the United Kingdom, Nicholas Karam. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, graduating with honors and studying mechanical engineering at SRH University Heidelberg in Germany, Alexander Karevsky. Planning to study international business at Concordia University in Canada, Nicholas Khouri. Studying co-op psychology and health studies at the University of Toronto, Scarborough in Canada, Maria Noreen Francesca Benavides Mangawang. Studying business administration at the American University of Beirut in Lebanon, Yasmin Maudad. Studying computer science at Queen's University in Canada, Ali Musa. Planning to study piloting at Skyhawk Aviation in South Africa, Keyur Naidu. Graduating with honors, studying pre-medical kinesiology at Michigan State University in the United States of America, Laith Neife. Back row, please stand. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, a member of the National Honor Society, graduating with honors and studying psychology and neuroscience at Oberlin College in the United States of America, Mariska Netikaden. Studying a foundation for business at Queen Mary University, London, in the United Kingdom, Dilnoza Nuraliva. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, a member of the National Honor Society, graduating with honors and studying accounting and finance at University of Exeter in the United Kingdom, Ruria Okuda. Studying business communication at Merrimack College in the United States of America, Jeel Patel. Planning to study business administration at the American University of Sharjah in the United Arab Emirates, Ahmed Rashwan. A member of the National Honor Society, graduating with honors and studying computer science at Rochester Institute of Technology in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, Maryam Salem. Studying business administration at American University in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, Daniel Samari Jahromi. Graduating with honors and studying international relations at EU Business School in Spain, Jana Siddiq. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and studying political science at University of Amsterdam in the Netherlands, Demir Selçuk. Graduating with honors and studying business administration and finance at American University in Dubai, Nazanin Zahra Shiri. Studying entrepreneurship and graphic design at Merrimack College in the United States of America, Zara Siddiqui. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, graduating with honors and studying international business at Munich Business School in Germany, Ian Strand. Studying business administration at Heriot Watt University, Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, Alexander Vilpula. A member of the National Honor Society, graduating with honors and studying mechanical engineering at University of Illinois Chicago in the United States of America, Asir Yunus. studying business at University of Westminster, London, in the United Kingdom, Abdul Muhaymin Yusuf. Graduating with honors and studying a foundation program in politics, culture, and social sciences to progress into law in King's College London in the United Kingdom, Fajr Zainal. Back row, please be seated. Please welcome back to the stage the Dunecrest Secondary School Principal, Mr. Dylan Carter.
Students, please rise. For over a century, the turning of the tassels has symbolized the ending of one chapter in the book of educational progress and the opening of the next chapter. Dunecrest American School, class of 2025. Please turn your tassels in a symbolic gesture of the completion of your high school career. By the power vested in me by the director of Dunecrest American School, Mr. Jeff Smith, I hereby confirm your graduation this fourth day of June, 2025, here at Dunecrest American School. Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present to you the graduates of the class of 2025. Parents, thank you for trusting us with the education of your children and supporting them on this journey. Graduates, we wish you all the best in your future. The graduates will now recess out of the auditorium. We ask that the guests please wait while they exit out of these doors, and then you can continue to the cafeteria for pictures and for light refreshments to celebrate with them.
Loving can hurt. Loving can hurt sometimes, but it's the only thing that I know. When it gets hard, you know it can get hard sometimes. It is the only thing that makes us feel alive. We keep this love in a photograph. We made these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, our hearts are never broken, and time's forever frozen still.